In this video, we will look at a product called Flipgrid and how it can be used to make video content for your online classroom. This platform works on Windows machines, Mac computers, and Chromebooks. Let's start by going to flipgrid.com and logging in as an educator. If you've never logged in to Flipgrid before, you'll need to do a little setup. Once you get through the basic setup for Flipgrid, we're going to create a topic and we'll use their video creation tool to record our screen and even edit our video for our students. I would recommend starting with something that's low risk. I'm going to add a topic and make this one an intro. I could do this for my first class discussion, and I might prompt my students here in the discussion about how I would want them to respond to me. Now, Flipgrid is a digital and video response tool. Therefore, your students will be able to record videos back to you or use text to reply back to the prompt. So you'll want to be specific about what you expect for how they reply to you. You can customize the recording time that the students will have to reply back to you. If this is something longer, like a read aloud or a math process think aloud, you might want to give them 3 to 5 minutes. If this is something shorter, like just telling you how excited they are to be in class, you might just give them a minute. That is totally up to you, and you can edit that later. You can also moderate those topics. So if you're worried that your students might take advantage of an instant show up for their comment, you can hide them until you've approved them. Now here's where we've got some exciting things that we can add. Flipgrid is really good at integrating other tools into their space. And today we're just going to talk about recording video content using their video recorder. When I click video recorder, it's going to open my webcam. Hi there. What's neat is that you've got options when you're recording. You'll notice that as a default, teachers have up to 10 minutes to record their content. You wouldn't want to go any longer than 10 minutes anyway, but if you do have a large amount of content you'd like to share in this platform, you may want to chunk it into multiple small discussions. When I record, I have many things that I can add to my recording besides just me and my webcam. If I click Effects, you can see that I have opportunities to add many things to my recording. I could add a filter, one that just makes me look like I'm in a rainbow, or one that totally obscures my face. Wouldn't this be great for a special guest, perhaps somebody that is revealed at the end? Another neat piece to the recording features of Flipgrid are the ability to bring up a drawing board or a grid. This is great if you're demonstrating a think-along for your students while you're modeling a math problem or a writing prompt, or you're giving them some type of context for what you're telling them in the video. Once I have my board on the right side of my screen, I can then go back to my features and click Draw, and now I have the ability to have a pen. Another feature of this video editor is that I can upload a photo from my computer if I need to add a visual with my content. I can open this picture. It's going to put it right in the middle of the screen, but I can click and drag it around so I don't totally obscure my face. And then I can go back to my effects options, grab that pen again, and now I can annotate over a picture. The last piece that's really neat about these options is that I can add a screen recording. So under the 3 dots on the left-hand side, I can click Record Screen, and now I can start recording my screen for my students as well. So this makes a full screen recording tool on your Chromebook that's free and easy to access. Once I'm done recording, it will give me an option to edit my video once it processes. I can split pieces apart, I can go back in and add new pieces of the video, and I can rearrange if I got some things out of order. Once my editing is finished, if I click Next, I can either select a frame from the video as my thumbnail or take a selfie. It may take up to a minute to process a full 10-minute video. Make sure you don't navigate away or close this web browser while it processes. When it's finished processing, I'll click Complete, and now I can do some final edits to my options. If your students don't have emails, you may consider using the student username. These are usernames that you assign. Flipgrid will not have any of the identifying information from your students if you use the student username. However, your students will need to know this username. This can be a nickname, or it could be a combination of a name and a number that you assign. This also lets you know who's been posting. I can add these either one at a time for my class if I have a small number, or I can download this CSV file template and then upload that so that it takes a little less time and I have it on file for later. Now, the CSV file is an Excel file, so you will need to have Excel on your computer. If you're using a Chromebook, it will translate into a Google Sheet, and then you can still use the CSV file upload. There are more options that you can control when it comes to these Flipgrids. You can attach things. You can download those videos after they're done if you don't want to lose them. You can also customize whether or not your students can like other people's videos or if they can add any kind of commentary or sticky notes while they're recording. Once you get these just the way you like them, they will save for future topics. Now that we're done here, I'm going to go ahead and create the topic and show you how to import it right into Google Classroom. If you're using a Chromebook with Google Classroom, once your topic is ready, you can click the Google Classroom icon and then select the class where you'd like to share that topic. From here, you can either create it as an assignment that will give it a due date and points. You can pose it as a question, which will put it with the ability for them to reply not only in the Flipgrid, but also in the Google Classroom discussion board format. You can make it an announcement, which will show up on the stream. And then you can create it as material that does not have the same requirements as an assignment might. I'll make it as an assignment. And then from here, I can fill out the specific details, the title, and I can assign it either to all my students or differentiate it for just a few. When I click Assign, it will post it straight to my class. Let's see what it looks like from the student point of view. On the student point of view, when I go to the classwork and I look at the Flipgrid assignment, I will see the directions that you entered, and when I click on the link, it will open Flipgrid. This is where it will ask me for my username, so make sure that they know what their username is. Here we are, right inside your Flipgrid, and there's your content. That thumbnail is the selfie that we took, and when they click play, they'll be able to watch your video. You'll notice in the video that when I go to share my screen, I still appear at the bottom right-hand corner in that small little pop-up window. This is a fast way to create video content on your Chromebook. Students will be able to record a response here. Now, they also have similar options. One of those would be for them to record their screen. So if you have students working on Chromebooks and you want them to record their screen and show their thought processes or how they've been accessing things, you can also have them record their screen using Flipgrid. And that's how you can use Flipgrid as a video recorder, editor, and a screen recorder on a Chromebook.